I looked him in his eyes and I said, listen bruv, yeah, I want you to know, even today if I get moved off this wing, yeah, you're still gonna get it. You can't stop it. You're still gonna get it. Yeah? You wanna fuck around with these people, these little innocent kids, bruv, yeah? I don't mind. My face, fuck about with me, bruv. I'm not innocent. I don't mind, bruv. I'll be ready for them. Anytime they're ready for me, yeah? Unless this guy sends out a public thing saying he don't want it, I'll be ready for him, bruv. I'll give it to him again and again and again. His mum, his dad, his kids, whoever wants it, they can get it. I don't give a fuck. Like, it happens all the time. Some other guy from Charlton, big flag on his arm, asked me if I was kissing my teeth at him in the dinner queue, in the medical queue, the toothache and that. I didn't want no trouble with him. But he just said it's one thing too many. I had to stick it on him, like, Joe, this is what you have to do, bruv, innit? Like, it's a jungle, bruv, it's a jungle, and you've got to play by the rules. I'm a product of my environment. I behave how the situation dictates I should behave. A lot of people bred him and they're scared of him because he's got money, but I don't give a fuck about that. I know plenty of people with money. Your money don't mean shit to me, bruv. It didn't help you when I banged you on your jaw. It didn't help. I see when the police planted them plugs in their house, in the plug socket, them cameras. I see what they were saying about black people stabbing niggers. I could see that they're fully on this thing, and I thought to myself, yeah, like, when I see that, when I was watching it, and I thought I was a bit of a lad, I thought if they're the sort of people I want to go for, people that think that they're about this life, that they're lads. You know what I mean? Killed the boy and then they're laughing about it. You think you're just going to go and live your life and be happy? No. Anytime I see you, it's peak. Especially in jail as well. You're not going to live nice. You're not going to live nice. It's not like that. We're not going to forget ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. Yeah? Because you will never forget. If he was in another prison now with EDL members, do you think them black guys would be safe? No, they wouldn't, bruv. Yeah, and they're making him toasty sandwiches and tea and that, bruv, yeah? Crazy. Crazy, bruv. Well, I've been praying this guy for weeks. I already wanted him. From when I heard it was a Stephen Lawrence killer, everything else got put on hold. I said to myself, if I've got to do anything, I've got to get this guy. I've got to get this guy, and God's going to put him in my path. So what I did, when he got sentenced, I took his picture out of the paper, I licked it, I stuck it up on my cell door, and I used the law of attraction because I had 2 weeks left, and I said I'm going to attract this guy into my existence before I leave. And that's what I did. I just think it's a shame because the Lawrences brought their son up to be a good boy, and when I was watching the reconstruction they said that him and his pal were dancing and they were generally goofing about, but where I was from, Croydon, it was a totally opposite. Like, I had to come up fighting, so it was never nice for me. I was always on edge, so I would have seen it 10 minutes before it even come to me. I would have been off, I would have run, I'm not gonna lie.
DARDEST TV, in association with Block 5 Entertainment. Let's cast our memories back 26 years ago. Wellhall, Elton, Stephen Lawrence was murdered in a racially motivated attack at a bus stop. 25 years later, one of the 5 white men that was accused with it was in the same prison at the same time as Tyrone Archer. What's good, big man?
What's going on, my bro?
You good?
Yeah, my bro.
Okay, let's start this at the beginning. How old was you when this happened to Stephen Lawrence, and what are your thoughts on it? What was you thinking when you found out and as the years have gone by?
Yeah, I remember it was a big thing still. I remember, like, I used to be worried about what my mum used to worry about, and she was distressed by it. She was very distressed by it. I remember them days there we used to listen to Top of the Pops and watch EastEnders and go up bed at 8:30 and all that. And it was around about them times there, yeah. Top of the Pops days, I remember that was about.
What's your thoughts on the way the justice system have dealt with the whole case over the last 25 to 26 years?
Well, to tell you the truth, yeah, even though it was a black motivated crime, like they dealt with it nice, like they're gangster, they got away with it nicely, they had police in their pocket, they got away with it nicely, they got away with murder, If you're committing murder, you want to have the resources to be able to get away with it. That's, you know what I mean? You wouldn't want to get away with it, but as it was a black guy that was racially motivated, I was disgusted, but I think took liberties, bro.
So the Stephen Lawrence murder itself, what does it mean to you personally as a young man growing up? What does it mean to you?
It's the same sort of feeling like the Mark Duggan shooting and other various things that's happened. Like it gets right down to the establishment. It shows there's something wrong with the establishment. Do you understand? It shows there's something wrong with the establishment.
So you yourself, have you ever been the victim of a racially motivated attack?
Yeah, just round about the time it happened to Stephen Lawrence, I was in Downham and there was some kids, and like me being a little black kid, I was just climbing up in trees and just doing my own thing. I didn't know no one from around there. I was living in bricks with my dad at the time. And I could hear, who are you? Who are you? And there was about 15 of them calling me monkey, and I was like, what? Who are you talking to? Because I was faced already coming from Croydon, and I'm already on this thing fully. The littlest one he had a rucksack on, he turned around, they all pulled out chisels and screwdrivers and started throwing them up into the tree. I was scared. I managed to jump down, I banged a couple of them and run to my auntie's house. My auntie's a big lady, she come out. We went down to the park in Downham and they was all there. My auntie said he'll fight any one of you, one-on-one now, any one of you. But he ain't gonna fight you all. And none of them wanted to do me, because of the couple I banged, none of them wanted to do me, and we become friends after that. I mean, but it's about showing the kids, do you understand? Because nowadays kids are multiracial, you got multiracial schools, everyone's, you know what I mean? It's not like that no more. It's not like that no more. And after that time in Eltham, not in Eltham, in Downham, I could walk around and I see them kids and they didn't trouble me again. But if I had just run off and done nothing, or just stayed up in that tree, then they would have carried on bullying me. Do you understand? I had to stick up for myself.
So how does that go through your life, knowing them things happen to you? Like, what does that do to you as a man?
It makes me into like an animal, like just to be able to switch it on and go from 0 to 100 quickly, because I've been in Birmingham, Liverpool, and man sticking on me.
Yeah.
It's racist, so I have to just turn into a demon real quick. Like I have to show them I'm not playing no games. There's no one here in this cell to help you right now. You don't want to play this game.
Let's get back to your meeting in Wandsworth Prison with Jamie Acourt, one of the suspects in the Stephen Lawrence murder. From when you knew he was in there, what was your reaction to that?
Yeah, someone on my wing told me that he was on the wing. And my reaction was, what? Oh, right, he's on the wing, I'm going to get him. I said, if I want to get him, I'm going to get him.
So what is he being treated like in there? What are the inmates like around him? What are the screws like with him? What's the governor doing about him? What's he saying?
The governor's up his arse. Governor Thompson, I don't know what he's doing with it, but he's up his arse, brother. Yeah. He must like the money. Anyway, yeah, the prisoners, us as the prisoners making him toasty sandwiches, cups of tea, playing pool with him. He couldn't come upstairs to the bit where he was. He walked through there every now and again, but I didn't clock him, I was waiting for him. Understand? I was asking everyone, as soon as I found out who he was on there, I wanted to know what he looked like, who he was, where he was, what cell number he's in.
Let's get to what they're saying on the net. Obviously, people talk. So on the net, there's a whole lot of stories about what went down. One of them was that you put a telly over his head. One of them was that you battered him to the ground, and so on and so on. From your mouth, what really did happen when you had the altercation?
See him come on the rim, I walked up to him, I walked behind him. As soon as I got level to him, it was like that punch ball at the fair. And every time I hit that punch ball at the fair, it goes around 3 times and goes all the way up to Superman. And I just thought, yeah, Superman, bang.
So when you banged him, what was his reaction? Did he look like he was on it, or did he look like he was taking it?
He looked like he flopped to the floor. He went to get out like he was on something, but his friend stopped him. Like someone grabbed me and someone grabbed him. But if I had carried on, he would have been over because he was already on the floor.
Yeah.
It was over.
So what was going through your mind as you was doing it? What was you thinking?
Smash his face off, bite it off, rip his head off.
So with regards to after effects, what was people like with you after it happened, when you've gone back to the wing?
Most people was rating me and that, innit? But no one could really say anything to me anyway. If they get banged as well, but I'll bang them off as well. If anyone that got anything to say, they get it as well, but they didn't. They were championing my team. It's not. I've knocked out a few guys anyway, so all the guys in the survey, all the people that was on the wing that knows who's who, they knew what time it was. Like they knew I was gonna go and do it. I told them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew. It's gang business.
With regards to other prisoners that are around him, that are around you, what's their opinion on what he's been accused of in the past?
Enough of them hate it. Enough of them said they wanted to back me, but I was like, nah, I'll do this on my own. I don't need no one backing me, just watch it. Others was giving me lock knives to go and actually end his life. He's lucky I didn't. I saved your life, bro. Just remember that you could have died on them stairs on K1 because there's a little bit there where there's no cameras. We already decided and plotted it out, but I thought to myself, nah, it's best I just bang you. I'm not prepared to do life over you. You understand? My little kids can't miss me over you. You waste, man.
It's fair to say, on the whole, prisoners ain't feeling him.
On the whole, but then money talks. Yeah, and because he's wanted on a £3 million thing, everyone knows he's got a bit of dough right around him, so you've got people kissing his ass. But money doesn't mean nothing to me. Not plenty, I know a good handful of millionaires, a good handful.
Yeah.
Money don't mean nothing, bro.
Did you and him have any more altercations or meetings after that one? Did you see him anywhere in the prison again?
Nah, they put me straight on basic. They barred me from moving about the prison. They've moved me off the wing. But it happens. It's happened to Wandsworth a few times. I have to run up a boy with hot water and sugar and beat him with the table leg. They know me. They know what I do. Yeah, they know me. I've been to Belmarsh, I've been to Doncaster, Liverpool, Dartmoor. I've been to blocking each and every one of these jails up and down the country. It's not a good thing, but this is what I do. I could be in Liverpool and do the thing. I could be in Birmingham and do the thing. I could be down in fucking Plymouth and do the thing. I just do the thing, innit? It doesn't matter. I've met people through the way. They're not good people, but you know, but they love me. They love me because a lot of these so-called gangsters out there, yeah, they can't fight with their hands. They use knives and guns and these things, innit? When Arch comes along, I'm putting people to sleep regularly, and I can use my hands. They love that. They love having someone like me because I'm physical. I can do the thing, innit? Like, I'm not saying I'm Superman, but yeah, man, I'm good with my hands.
As regards that whole altercation, obviously it went nuts on the net. Like, you can go up on Google, it's there. You can go up on the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. It's done the rounds on all of them. It's also been in the papers. What do you think about how far it went? Was that something you was looking, or was it a surprise for you?
Yeah, it's just humbling. It's so humbling. It's so humbling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not a big-headed person. I'm really humbled by it.
Yeah.
I feel embarrassed about it. Some people look at me and I'm thinking, do they know? And I know they know, and I try not to say nothing because I look away on the bus or the train or the tram, you know.
There's a lot of people that are happy with what you did. They've been putting in comments on the net. They've been talking among friends. They're saying you've done a good job for people. What do you say to those people that are happy with what you've done?
I'm sorry I let you down. I didn't do a good enough job. You should have went to hospital. I should just rip him off, but he got a bang on his jaw and he got put on his arse. So if that's what you call a good job, that's. But I don't feel that's a good job. I feel I could have done a little bit more. But you know.
On the other hand, there's going to be people that say you're a wrong 'un. No matter what, you're not supposed to put hands on no one. That's not your job. What would you say to them people that say it's wrong?
Come and talk shit to me, I'll put hands on you as well.
Obviously, nobody knows what goes on in a man's life that isn't listed. But do you find it strange that 26 years have nearly gone and you're the first person that we know of that's written that has actually laid hands on anybody accused of that murder?
I'm going to be honest to you, yeah. There's only a handful of real guys left. Real people do real stuff. I'm one of the last of the dying breeds. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm loyal to a fault. You understand? And that's something I cannot abide or let go in my lifetime. He was put there, Allah, God, Jehovah, whatever you want to call him, put him there for me, and that was his time. Simple.
With regards afterwards now, somebody was so happy with what you've done up in the Midlands that they've gone and opened a GoFundMe account for you. What do you think about that? What would you like to say to them?
I'd like to say thank you, yeah. I didn't even know them things was possible, yeah, and it's so humbling that someone would do that for me. You know what I mean? And there's already £100 in it. They're trying to get to 1,000. Let's try and get to 10,000. But no, I'm joking now. But definitely, yeah, it's a humbling thing that someone, you know what I mean, they would reward me for. I'm finally getting rewarded for the things that I do. Yeah. It feels like there is a God out there that I have been doing, that I did do something right, and there is a God out there. Because at the end of the day, yeah, if that was one of my kids, yeah, I'd want the same happen. That my friend's son got stabbed earlier this year, and I believe God puts me in front of these people for a reason. I see the guy who killed my friend's son in Belmarsh. You know what happened. You know what I done. Yeah, everybody knows what I done. You don't even have to ask. You know what he got. Yeah, and I had my nicking sheet. I was so happy, and they don't condone violence, but he killed his son, and I was so happy I could go to him and say, look, here's a nicking sheet. See that guy killed your son? That's his name there, right? Look what it says I done to him. I don't know why I feel I'm the person that has to do God's work, but I'm like God's left hand. Like, He moves through me. I'm blessed. I'm blessed by God. I'm 39. I didn't think I'd make it to this stage. I'm blessed.
What would you say to anybody out there, white, black, who is doing racially motivated attacks on anyone, anywhere?
Well, I say to them, if you want to go up and beat up black people or Indian people, go to the places where there's rude boy Indians or rude boy black people or rude boy white people, like a pub where they're ready to have it. Don't be beating up these little innocent people on the road who can't hold up their hands. Go and have a fight with someone who wants to fight. Go and pick it with him, and if he starts chucking it with you, you chuck it with him. But and I would say to these kids as well, put down the knives, put down the guns. You can have a fisticuff. A week later, everything's alright, it's wiped down. Do you understand? But once you take a life, that is it. You cannot go back with that, and it affects so many different people.
Is there anything you want us to know about you, or anything that we haven't covered in this interview that you think needs to go out there?
People that know me already know I'm the realist. I've been doing this thing how many years? I've just been doing it with the realest people, whether they're north, south, east or west. They all know Arch. Do you understand? Yeah, I do this thing, and it doesn't really matter, innit? Like, I'm nearly 40, and I think, yeah, people say to me, you should jump off this road thing, get off this. You see the day you jump off it, bruv? That's the day when you'll get your thing, bruv. You gotta be fully on it and fully aware all the time, bruv, because there's always gonna be that comeback from what you did the other day or the other year, or the moment they think you're soft, they come for you. So I've gotta be thinking just as demonic. I've gotta be prepared to go just as far as these little kids, because they are evil out here, bruv. And for me to be able to walk the street safely, and I do, I still walk the street and I feel totally safe in it, because I know my ability and what I'm prepared to do. And I just hope they don't come in my path. I pray to God that they don't.
If anybody wants to get at you for any purposes whatsoever, business, they want to talk to you personally, where can they get at you?
Yeah, they can get me. I've got 2 Facebooks, President Archer and the Tyrone Archer. I've got Instagram, ShowerLinks1877, that's SHOLANKZ 1877, and Snapchat, Duppy Boy, ShowerLinks187. Yeah, that's it really. Instagram, Facebook, yeah. And my email address is Tyrone, Tyrone 6879 @gmail.com. Get at me on all platforms. Get at me, we can do something.
Finally, obviously a lot of people have been hurt over the last 26 years with regard to what happened to Stephen Lawrence, but nobody more than his family. So a final message, if his mum, his dad, his family was to watch this or hear about what happened with you on the internet, what would the final message you want to give them be?
Yeah, I just want to apologise, because I've everything to do with Stephen Lawrence. I've always been watching it. And I watched the documentary, the last one, and I see how it split up your family, and you buried Stephen in Jamaica, that's something I didn't know, and that you said you didn't want no violence. But in my world, that's the only language that they understand, and I had to let him know that he was in my world, and I want him to know every time he goes to a new prison, or he walks to go to a visit, or he goes in that shower, it could be his day again. I want him to not come out of his cell. I want him to have the hardest time in there, because you're not a bad boy, you're not. You're a puss, bruv. Yeah? It took 10 of you to run down a little one youth, fam. Dead, washed. I could have run you down with 10 men, but I did it on my own. That's what I do, bruv. Hitman for hire.
Big up Tyrone, Archer, for coming down here and speaking to the people and giving them the truth on what happened.
Shower links 187.
And big up all the young youths as they're growing up and doing something positive. Don't listen to others, because others will lead you the wrong way. Live your life and look after your family. And for everyone who's watching, we'll soon be back with something else. One.